Galera, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo de Baldur's Gate 3. Agora a gente resgatou, né? Estamos finalizando praticamente o segundo ato. E descobrimos aqui, né, que a Asmar, a dama Aileen e a Isobel, que era filha do Catherine Thorne, são um casal, né? Elas estavam juntas e ele armou tudo isso depois do que aconteceu com elas. E agora vamos em busca de respostas antes de prosseguir. Tem um caso do Will também, né? O pai dele lá, que era o Grão-Duque, foi contaminado por uma larva e foi levado para Baldur's Gate, além da demônia dele lá, né, que a gente liberou.
Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Missoura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I had Missoura at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mazura. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mazura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. I understand.
É, realmente ele teve que fazer teve que tomar uma decisão, né?
I would not linger in this land over long, but whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Ela é uma druida, né?
You have enough fine young folk to run around and do your bidding. Come back when they need a rest.
Acho que ela é druida. Então, beleza, falta a gente conversar com as duas ali. Vamos ver.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing, rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for a safe place to, well, just to be.
Resolvemos então mais a questão dela ali.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one.
Ouro.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder. Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
Caraca. Ok. Bom, acho que é isso então. Acho que é isso. Conversamos com a galera. Não, tem o Gale ali, ó. Ele ia se matar, né? Não precisou, ainda bem. Está inteirão.
Your cheeks are flush. There's a twinkle in your eye. But I think I am no longer the cause. It seems you found your heart's desire. But with someone else.
Mano,
And who would I be to stand in the way of such a union? I assume you didn't come here to seek my blessing, though. Was there something else you needed? There's room for adventure, but no room for me, it seems. You have your fair share of followers already.
então ele não precisava falar nada. Bom, isso. Vamos nessa. Não tem suprimento suficiente? Como assim? Ô, louco. Não. Só queria sair do acampamento. Não queria fazer descanso, não. Bom, agora vamos embora, né? Vamos seguir caminho. Zarpar. Apesar que minha vida aqui tá comprometida, hein? Comprometida. Eu precisava mesmo era de... Quem que é essa vendedora? É a Max. Ah.
On second thoughts, I think we could be.
Mas ela não vende nada? Ela só fala. Ah, vamos conversar ali com o Daniel.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Tadinho do menino. Vamos ver o que nos aguarda, então. Aqui a gente fez a limpa. Já. Vambora.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I am glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite us. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Ok.
Baldur's Gate. I'm coming home. And I'll get there before the Absolute.
Olha aqui. Ah. Nossa, tava bobeando. Não acredito. Vou vender tudo isso em Baldur's Gate. Ficar muito rico. Ah, eu não acredito que eu fiz isso. Pô, que droga, velho. Eu desequipei a arma sem querer. Oh, droga. Ai, que droga. Agora eu vou precisar pegar outra aqui, equipar. Droga, vamos. O tanto de coisa que eu tenho pra vender em Baldur's Gate. Eu vou zerar os malucão lá. Aqui. Vou equipar isso aqui. Aí a gente pega ela e põe assim. Ah, aí tá brincando que não dá mais. Ah, não acredito. Ah, era assim. Aqui. Esquecido como fazia o bugzinho. Mandar tudo para acampamento. Vem aqui, recente. Tudo pro acampamento. Pronto. Pronto. Agora seguiremos. Quem que tá aqui? Ah. Eu quero ver essa parte da cidade ficar bonita de novo, né? Eu queria ver. Depois de termos percorrido tudo aí. Onde que eu tenho que ir? Ah, pra cá, retão. Nossa, que sufoco, hein? Limpamos o mapa, realmente.
Do it now before it's too late.
Meu Deus, que isso, do nada. Ah. É a galera que tá seguindo a gente por conta do... Pra gente ser inimiga, né, da tiazinha lá. Nós temos uma nível 9. Todos são nível 9. Me pegaram numa saia justa aqui, porque eu tô com pouca vida, né? Beleza. Dá uma escondidinha aqui. Eu espero que ela já mate todo mundo. Nossa, não matou. Aqui eu me ferrei, tá? Aqui eu me lasquei. Vou vir aqui pra trás, que eu vou morrer. Não consigo beber nada, né? Não.
Time to strike. This is your end.
Acho que eu vou matar ele já, hein? Melhor, né? Oh, droga. Putz. Ela errou 2 seguidos. Aí você me quebra. Investiu o óleo de diminuição. Errou. Também que errou. Diminuiu. Ele ficou pequenininho. Então, ela tá com proteção contra a morte, né? Se eu mudar, vai diminuir, né? Eu precisava curar todo mundo, a verdade é essa. Deixa eu ver como que eu vou fazer isso. É nível 1, vale a pena usar. Né? Porque aqui com o santuário eu já evito um pouco. E a gente lança um curar ferimento. Ah, tem que ser pertinho. Esse aqui, cada vez que o aliado sofrer dano, você sofre a mesma quantidade de dano. Mas aí não me adianta nada. Vou tacar.
Time to meet your maker.
Relaxa, morrer, morreu. Bom. -2. Forma pavorosa. Ele tá pequenininho, né? Eu vou ter que fazer um descanso longo muito em breve. Devia ter usado a marca antes, né? Tá bom. Eu chego ali.
Over there.
Preciso beber uma grande, né? Na verdade. Sobreviver. O cara ficou com 2 de vida. Não acredito nisso. Cara, nem sei se vale a pena curar, sabia? Acho que vale mais a pena atacar mesmo. Meteu louco. Não curou? Meu Deus. Nossa, o que foi isso?
This is gonna feel good. Got it.
Opa! Boa. Boa, boa, boa.
Let my name be known. I'm ready.
11 de vida, beleza. Beleza boa, vai. Boa.
This was right. Does that mean Vlaakith really is hunting us down?
Olha! Telecinese. Você pode conjurar mão mágica como uma ação bônus. Ah, achei que era melhor. Mas mão mágica é muito bom também. Tá, vamos fazer assim. Armadura média, ok. Isso aqui tudo vai pro acampamento. Esse aqui eu vou pegar.
It is as we knew. My people have turned their blades against us. They will emerge from the shadows and descend from the skies. And we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
Assim, vou falar, tá? Que eu achei que ela virou rápido a casaca contra o povo dela. Já tá passando a régua em todo mundo aí. Não tá nem aí. Mais 2 a classe de armadura. Esse aqui que é o problema, né? Será que vale a pena abrir mão de 2 de armadura? Já tô tomando golpe pra caramba. A direita da projétil é bom. Proficiência em arcos curtos. E dá mais 2 de dano. Vantagem na rolagem de ataque corpo a corpo quando tiver cercado de inimigos. Muito bom também. Não dá pra abrir mão, não. Vamos passar pra outra pessoa. Acho que o Will, talvez. Mão mágica ali pra ele ia ser bom. Não sei. Vários cogumelos. Deixar passar. Vamos seguir. Porque avançaremos.
Hell yes.
Avançaremos para Baldur's Gate. Mentira, né? Tem um negócio dos arpistas antes. De toda forma, galera, eu vou encerrando por aqui esse vídeo. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. E vamos pro ato 3.